Vicky here with you, and I'm here to do the using your stash cards, and you're using your stash and your scraps. But before I start, because I'm going to be doing postcard again, because I need some in journals that I'm going to be making. So I figured that would be a good opportunity to make some. Plus, there's also my giveaway that's still going on till the 20th of October. Unless there's a postal strike, in that case I will have to extend it, but hopefully it won't be the case. I'm doing my videos ahead of time, so if I'm not showing your postcard right now, doesn't mean that I haven't received it. Don't worry about that. So I want to show you the first two postcards that I've received. This one is from Doreen, and check out how gorgeous that is. It's an actual picture. And it says, "The journey is the destination, be open to whatever comes next." I just adore this. So yeah, it's beautiful. And the next one came in the mail, and it's from Christiane Riverain. And I wanted to share with you how well it came through. And a lot of people ask, shouldn't you cover it with some sealer and whatever? You don't have to. As you can see, it made it fine. And not only did it make it fine, but she even had this tiny little envelope, and you can actually open it up, and there's a tiny little message inside it. So I just thought that was brilliant, adorable. You guys are way more creative than I am. I love it. It's just, and she's put stickles and just, yeah, just stunning. So thank you, and I'll be putting your name down for the big prizes. And I'm very much looking forward to getting more postcards. I love it. I love it. And then I'm going to be using your art in my journals. So I'm adding this little bit because I received more postcards, and I want to make sure that people know that I've received them, because I know that it could be nerve-wracking if you think they haven't made it. So I got this beautiful card in the mail, and this was sent as it was, and as you can see, it made it fine. And this one is from the Netherlands, so it's beautiful. And then I got this beautiful one from Karen, and this one also made it through the mail directly, and you know, she collaged on it and everything is still beautiful on it. This one as well made it directly through the mail, and this one is from Maria. It's just gorgeous. Okay, then I got two that came from in an envelope. So this one is from Gloria, yes. It's a beautiful card, and I'm very happy because there's many of you that are putting down that it's your first postcard ever, so I'm feeling quite blessed. And this is from Nikki from Niagara. I love it. And then from Stacy, she put it in an envelope so that the bling would stay on it, but the bling didn't. So I'm gonna have to put the bling back, but it's gorgeous. So yeah, I've got the bling in the envelope, and I'll put it back. So even if you put stuff in the mail with the envelope, it doesn't mean that it's gonna make it through. But I agree with you, if it didn't make it with the envelope, it probably wouldn't have, just as a postcard. I love the painty backgrounds. Many of you have been doing painty backgrounds on your cards, and yeah, it's just amazing. Some stamping, they're all just gorgeous. So that is it, and let's get on to the program. So that's even better. Okay, so I made a bunch of stuff fall. Just gonna pick it up before somebody steps on it. Sorry about that. Story of my life. Okay, so that's picked up. So now for these postcards, I've already pre-stamped my cereal box cardboard, and I want to do some botanical postcards, and I've pulled out some images from an encyclopedia that I purchased just for that. And this is some paper that I made using some scraps, and that bits and bobs that were sent to me by Katerina, and from Junk Journal Canada, we had a swap. So I used a 12 by 12 piece of paper that I didn't really like, and I used it up to make this. So now I'm pretty sure all my cards should measure 6 by 4, 4 by 6. So if I'm using this, and I want to use my big guillotine, and I took it by the handle and the handle comes off. So start the timer, just because this way I have an idea of how much time my video is, and we'll see how many postcards we actually make. So I'm gonna cut it down into the 6 inch, and then I'm gonna do the 4. So I should have a total of 6 squares, rectangles I should say, that I can use as backgrounds to my postcard. So this is a great way of using up some scrapbooking paper that you really don't like. You cover it up with bits and pieces, and you're left with some great paper like this that you can use to make something else. So now just need to put this on there, and look how cool that is. I think it already looks really good just the way it is. Just gonna glue this a bit better, and then we can start playing with the images and figuring out what we want to do. So I think I'm gonna use Suklon tape, just because I want it really, really well stuck. I don't want this to come undone. Obviously, these could be mailed out. They'll be included in a journal, but somebody could mail them out. I don't know yet what type of journal I want to do. Something still thinking about. But I know I need ephemera, so figured this was a good way of getting some done and motivating you guys to make postcards. So basically this is made out of like I said, a 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper, but it could be any other type of paper, and then it could have been the back side of a security envelope, and then just gluing magazine pages, some gift wrapping, some book page, anything and everything can go on there. So here we go. Now I think I want to edge this with some vintage photo, just because I think it gives a nice looking edge, and you know how much I love to edge everything, and I think this really gives a nice vintage feel on this one, like really nice. Love it. And I went off a bit. Doesn't really show at the top, but it shows at the bottom, because at the top my background is brown, so you don't really see it. I'll remove that. Okay, so then I have a bunch of different flowers, and this one is kind of brownish. Oops. I wonder if I could use something like this. Or do I want to use more something like this? Put this down. Actually, I'll tear it, because this way I can go around the text because I'm thinking I might want to use the text on the postcard itself too. Okay, so that's done. And then go around that. So you can use all sorts of things to embellish your postcards. You can use book pages, as I'm doing here. You could actually use some magazine, whatever strikes your fancy. So I was thinking I could do this and have the description of that flower next to it, like so. Just thinking that it doesn't pop as much as I'd like. So I'm gonna check if I've got something in my bin of scraps that I could use. Actually, I think I might have exactly what I need in this package. So my friend Carol from Australia, or is it New Zealand? I never can remember. Send me all this beautiful handmade paper, and I've had it for a while and I can't seem to part from it because, well, it's handmade paper and I just love it. So, but I'm thinking that it could be very cool to use as the background to this. So something like this I think would really make it pop. I do this. That's too pale. So maybe something like this. And I don't want to waste it, so I'm actually gonna cut it straight. This way I don't waste as much. As much of it as possible. I don't know what she made this one from, but it's really beautiful. So something like this, and this is just a tiny bit too big. And then I could use this on this. Or do I put it higher up? I think I want to give a break from that here. So maybe something like this. So I don't want to touch this. Okay, glue that down on there. That. I think I want to put that piece down first so that it's behind. I like including postcards like this in journals because It gives a nice piece of ephemera, and you can use the back to actually write something in your journal. So I think that's a good good thing to use. I'm glad I remembered this paper. It's perfect for using on this. I'm using it in the right way. The number of times I put stuff upside down, it's not even funny. Okay. Got something in my throat. Something like that. Now, out of the corner of my eye, I just saw a piece of little lace that I think could be cute right there. Just like that. So I think I will use that. I'll put some Fabrifix to hold it. Because that stuff is pretty solid. Once it's dry, that lace is not going to go anywhere. And that means I've used up that little piece of lace. I can't throw away lace. I can't throw away paper. So I need to use it up. As I'm making this stuff, I need to use up my stuff. So, oops. Okay, there goes my bottles. Okay, so that's the first postcard. I think it's pretty cute. Okay, so for the next one, do the same thing. Now, because I'm doing this, I'm running out of those cereal boxes like crazy. It's like my kids are not eating them fast enough. What am I going to do when I don't have kids anymore? So I've been using any box that I can find that has decent weight cardboard, because not all of them have good size cardboard. Some is very flimsy. I've been trying to keep them all. Then put this way. I want to make sure that I put the text so that it's on the proper side. And now this little piece is not sticking anymore. So stick that down. Depending on where you cut your Frankenstein paper might lift a bit. But it's simple enough to fix. Afterwards, you can just put some glue back. Okay, so we've got that. This one could be fun with a pale background like this one. And I wonder which flower I want to use. That's pretty, but I don't know the green and the yellow. Okay, there's a bit of a stem there, but can't be helped, and I don't think it's a big deal. Just a bit too thick. Same thing here. So that's a weird texture because it's really handmade, so there's many layers of stuff in it. It's nice to use up something that you've hoarded for so long. Okay, might as well finish this already. I'm not sure that for that one I'll put something underneath that. I think I'm gonna stick to what's under the flower. So I might put it there and this here, since this is darker. This is gonna pop a bit more there. Make sure this is glued down properly so it stays put. Whoops. And of course, and stay on the paper. And here we go. So I'll put it upside down. So like this. I think it gives nice texture to this. Now I'm gonna tear this off a tiny bit shorter. This way it's gonna fit better on here. I'm just wondering if I want to put something down here or if I'm okay with that the way it is. Kind of like the idea of the lace, and I do have some more. Actually, I have some that I've had forever. I should use up that one first. This is actually stick-on tape, stick-on pre-sticky lace. And just a bit brown, crunchy them up. So here we go. And for the next one. So having the paper pre-made this way really saves a lot of time in making your background. I was gonna use book paper, but I figured I might as well use that paper first because I made it and it was lying around and I didn't want to have to store it away. So if I can use it up, then I don't have to store it away, which is a good thing. I don't always put one in the middle. I just felt like it this time. Okay, so this one, the card is not quite, I guess, a right 6 by 4. So I'll just trim this off a bit. Either that or my paper was not, paper that's on top wasn't a 6 by 4. I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's all fixed now. Could feel something was lifting here. It down. Okay. Thinking I might want this one on this. Something like that. I wonder if I want to put something underneath or if I want to leave it that way. I guess maybe I'll edge it first and I'll see. I think I kind of like that because the image is so big already. If I put anything underneath, I'm gonna run out of place on the postcard. My other images were a bit smaller. There we go. This one here down. And the other. So simple enough. I feel like I'm going to run out of this size Soupon tape soon. they're big rolls, but I've been using the 1/4 inch size a lot recently. And put that on. And again, there's a little gap, and it's not much. So that's pretty. Just move this down. So like that. Edge everything. Okay, so then have this one, which is pretty. And maybe I could use this one so that I can actually use up my leftover piece here. I think that would be very pretty. Something like this. Or something just like that. To the bottom part. I might want it better like that. Like that. If I do it this way, I can maybe do that. Use up this little piece because I don't like to waste. Something like this. Trying to figure out where I want it. Okay, so like that, and then glue that one down. This is thinner paper. I don't mind using my glue stick. I know that it's going to stick and it won't move. So, as usual, it's pretty much always. Oh, I thought I had done it on the wrong side. I was covering up the image that I wanted to use. Ah, got scared. So like this. And then like that. So yeah, I'm always making about 4 of them. Can't seem to be making much more than that. It's just okay. So that's that. So I've got 4 postcards. Oh, and I didn't put lace on that one. I really kind of like the look of a bit of lace, so let's just put some on this way. I'm using some. I prefer it that way. Using up my stuff. Because I don't want to cover what's written. Okay, so that's that. So I will probably continue for next week's card making because I still have a lot of that paper. And I still have some images that I want to go through, and I still need more ephemera for my journals. So yeah, hope you like this. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Hope it inspires you to make your own postcards, and don't forget to send me one to participate in the huge giveaway that I'm doing. So yeah, bye everyone.